to Pod Return to the Waking Sands. We are a Final Fantasy XIV companion podcast where we explore the lore and story of Hydaelyn and beyond. My name is Jen, and I'm joined by my co-host and researcher.
Hi, Jen. I'm Levi.
Hi, Levi.
Hi, Jen. Today, we are concluding Heavensward.
It's over.
It's over.
We
Goodbye forever.
did it. You put a feather in our cap.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did it. We get credits.
But Jen,
Done deal.
how did we get here?
Ugh.
It's so easy.
Last time.
Yes.
No, last time was the ARF.
Yeah.
The Aetherochemical Research Facility trial.
Dungeon.
Jesus H. Christ.
Right?
Dungeon. Yeah. And we fought our way through a whole bunch of abominations and robots, and finally meet a couple of Asians, La Habrea and Igiorm.
Hello.
We fight them. Hi, my name is Warrior of Light. And you are? And we beat them down so bad, they're like, we must join forces. Let's do this together,
we
bro.
We must join souls.
And so they fuse, and we fight Mega Ultimate Asian.
Yes,
Asian
that is
Prime.
what they are called.
Asian Prime. It sounds like a transformer. And
yeah, they did. They transformed.
I mean, fucking Christ. It's a great start. Great
Coming
start
in
to the
hard.
episode. And we beat them down. We are able to... Igiorm is ready to like teleport out. And that gives us an opportunity to trap her in white aurosite that we have on us. And then we also have the eye on us, which gives us the ether bomb that we need to destroy the white aurosite with Igiorm in it. So we kill Igiorm. And then La Habrea is like, what? And that's where we ended.
He is not like what, Jin? He is like, so you harnessed the eye's power. A pity you spent it all. What will you do now, hero? We will do nothing.
Because
we're out of tricks, but Archbishop Thordan has an answer to that question.
No.
So, not even the vaunted Warrior of Light can unmake an Ascian without relying upon mortal contrivances.
Who cares? So what?
I wouldn't call our methods a contrivance, especially in light of his contrivance coming up, but whatever.
Yeah, looks like you can't do shit without, like, a dragon eyeball.
Yeah, same as you. I assume he means the white aurosite, which is pretty fucking impressive, frankly.
Yeah, man. This is like the peak science.
Why don't you
of
contrive these nuts, Thordan?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what you're trying to get at. Are you trying to insult us
he
or something?
Is, because he's all smug. He tromps on in with his Heavensward, and they carry a coffin between them. La Habrea, still exhausted, looks on as Thordan monologues at us.
I wrote that same too. I wrote that same too.
This is his moment.
Yeah, I wrote that Thordan monologues is what I was trying to say.
The same too, yes.
Yeah, he did the same too. In the
distant past, King Thordan and his knights 12 fought and defeated Nidhogg. Though the victory cost them dear, they were rewarded with a great prize, the dread worm's eyes, both of which have been held in the Holy Sea's safekeeping. The eye you possess was Nidhogg's left, and long has it served as a source of the Azure Dragoon's might. As for its twin...
Thordan takes his scepter and he goes boom on the floor, which is the sign to the Heavensward.
Like we rehearsed, guys.
To do something. Exactly. So that's when they all kneel and they slide off the heavy stone lid of this coffin, revealing the body of Haldrath, the OG Azure Dragoon.
He's looking pretty healthy in his old age.
Well, correct, because he's got the eye embedded in his chest plate. And unlike Estinian, he wasn't able to fight off the influence of the eye, so it kind of overwhelmed him, and that's why his body hasn't decayed at all. Also, they call Nidhogg et al. Like great worms, and I looked it up. I don't know why. I think I knew this, but I looked it up again. I'm like, the difference between a worm and a dragon. Worm doesn't have wings. It's just like a long, snaky dragon guy. It's like a long drake.
In popular fantasy, worm and dragon are interchangeable.
I feel like some people listening are going to have a big problem with that.
Well, they can suck it because the usage of the term
Sorry, guys.
worm with a Y
Yes.
is used interchangeably with dragon.
Yeah. I mean, and they're all pretty like long and lanky.
However,
so.
wyvern has retained its purity as being like an armless dragon type.
The arms are the wings, like
yes.
bats.
Yes.
Yeah, drake,
worm,
wyvern, and then worm dragon.
Yeah, drakes are scaly dragon
they're
types
just like
without
big lizards.
wings.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They've got 4 legs and a tail, but no wings.
Yep.
And they're smaller. Anyway, so then Thornton, after Haldrath's body has been revealed, and Thornton turns his attention back to the Ascian. Long have you, and let me do Thornton's voice. Long
I will
have
probably cut an audio here, but
fine. There goes my joke.
This is a culminating moment, Jin.
Long have you and your kind sown the seeds of chaos by teaching mortals the secrets of summoning.
Long have you and your kind sown the seeds of chaos by teaching mortals the secrets of summoning. But if you assumed that we would meekly serve as your pawns, then you are gravely mistaken.
You would raise a hand against us.
By taking unto my flesh the soul of the legendary King Thornton, I can become a god.
A god who knows not cessation, whose being is sustained by a millennium of fervent prayer, and the eye's nigh bottomless reservoir of ether.
So he holds his hand now over the open coffin, calling for the eye, and Haldrath's body disappears, and the eye floats into Thornton's open hand, and it transforms into this massive divine blade with the eye embedded in its hilt.
And Thornton himself hulks up too into a great armored knight.
Big guy.
He is now God King Thornton.
Great. Love it.
He challenges Lahabrea. Your contempt for man has proven your undoing, Ascian. For my first act as God King, I hereby sentence you to die. And he strikes Lahabrea with his blade, absorbing the Ascian's essence into it. The blade smolders with dark energy for a moment, which soon dissipates. Gods feed upon ether. It matters not what form ether takes.
Great.
Ascian souls are no exception. So he ate Lahabrea.
Yep. And that's good news, right? So
that's
we just
good news.
like well, I mean, I was being sarcastic, but it's actually like great.
It is good news.
But, you know, Thornton's talking to Lahabrea like, hey, you son of a bitch, like you thought we were going to be your little pawns in your stupid little game. Well, think again. And I'm like, you know what? I can't disagree with any of this.
Sure.
I'm down with this. This is fine.
But do you agree, Jin, that be they sown by Ascian, dragon, or primal, wheresoever the seeds of chaos threaten to quicken, I shall excise them with my divine blade and bring order to the world?
No. You know, that's what the Garleans are also trying to do. They feel like they have the recipe to success.
Would you say that I am become what you abhor, warrior of light? If you would take issue with my godhood, I shall answer you with my blade.
Fine, let's go.
We do go.
Yes, I do take issue.
By my blessing shall all men be sanctified, and an endless era of peace begin. Vice and conflict shall cease to be. You reject my divinity, yet what have you to offer my people in its stead? Bitter truth? Virtuous suffering? No matter. If you believe your cause just, I call upon you to defend it with your life.
Yeah, we go from the dungeon immediately into the
trial.
Singularity Reactor trial, yeah. Which is unique.
Not for long. There are many times.
Well, great. Take the wind right out of my sails.
There are so many patches where it's like, okay, we're just going to ram all the mechanics to the back end of the patch. You know, like here's like a ton of cutscenes and fetchy shit, and then time for fight. Dungeon trial, boom, patch over.
Yeah.
I can gripe about that later on, but I find that to be a pacing dismay. Anyway, that's for later. For now, though,
cancel all of your appointments. You're in for a whole thing.
This is fun, though. This is a nice capstone to this expansion.
I'm
not bitching about this instance.
It's not a huge, I don't know, time commitment, frankly.
Yeah, it's easy.
Though the credits and cutscenes and stuff are about half an hour or so.
Spoilers, Jen.
Yeah.
This duty is one more victim of this game's power creep, and it's a shame. Even on minimum item level, this fight is super simple. The only difference is that Thornton had like a little bit of health left over after the second phase, so we could punch him for like 5 seconds before he died, versus normal where he dies immediately after the final phase.
Yeah.
Like even with min eye level, the game has like ability power creep too, so we can't get away from it. It's really a shame that these older duties have become so simple, because people playing them for the first time should still feel like they've achieved something, not just like
for sure
skirted through something.
It should be harder. It should be hard work to defeat this monster. And all I guess we can hope is that people didn't have the money for tome gear at this point, and maybe it's harder. I don't know.
For them individually, but when you queue with 7 other people, it's
all over. Yeah,
yep.
It doesn't. Yeah,
you can oftentimes bottom out his health before the mandatory second phase, and then just like breathe on him after the second phase ends, and there we go. Either way, we did run this fight with a group of listeners.
Woo!
We typically skip the group coordination on normal trials because they easy right now, but we wanted a bigger send-off. So, Jin, who was the team?
This time for the Singularity Reactor, we were joined by Aroki Fanan, Golden Abbey, Aki Maho, Very Small, Raven Ghostpaw, and Seo Mihata.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. It was super fun. Chemistry was racking. And I think everybody was a machinist.
Everybody. Jen was a Dragoon, though.
I was a Dragoon. So we were all patch appropriate.
So we're going to keep the mechanics talk simple, as the fight is also, but we will get a Meteor version of this with the Extreme coming up soon.
Meteor. Oh, God, I remember the Extreme. That was the first time I think I had a real problem with the fight. Like it was so hard. I remember it being
I recall
so
that too,
hard.
because we did that together, Jen, and that was a lot of fun. I recall that Extreme fondly.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
I'm looking forward to going back to it and doing it again.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got memories.
The trial begins with us facing down Thornton alone. But we soon face the entirety of the Knights of the Round.
Of course.
The primal-fied versions of the Heavensward. And for some players, this is a huge nod to an iconic Final Fantasy VII summon, the Knights of the Round. Mm-hmm. For me, I'm aware of this fact, but I cannot tolerate the end game of Final Fantasy VII. Doing like grindy ass mini games and materia leveling and shit, I just cannot be asked to do that level of repetitive grind. So I always, when I've played the game, just skip right to the final dungeon and don't do any end game shit. I'm kind of over it at that point in time. To get the Knights of the Round, I believe you have to like play this chocobo racing / farming mini game at end, and then like, gear up for the actual Knights of the Round fight, and then you get the summon, and then at that point in time, who the fuck cares because you're so OP anyway? What difference does it make? Anyway, that's just me, Jen. I know some people love it, and also for many people, when they played Final Fantasy VII in like middle school, high school, where time has a different meaning than it does in our adulthood, that's a different take entirely.
100%. But I also got to say, even if you are a child and you don't have a job and all you do is go to school and have snacks, you still might be a person who just does not like grainy bullshit.
Yes. Oftentimes, if you want to, you can. Like, there are many tales of people who are like, okay, I'm home from school for the summer. I got nothing going on during the day.
Time
Parents
to get a
are
relic
gone.
weapon. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, time to do that. Time to, play some JRPG ad nauseum because you got nothing else to do. For me, Jen, my parents would never have allowed me to sit
just
more than...
waste away.
Oh my goodness. Wow, Jen, way to be a fucking dad.
Yeah. I'm like a team mom and dad.
I would not have been given 2 hours straight of autonomy back then. It's like, you will find a way to stay busy during your summer.
That's busy. God, you should talk to someone, man.
I am. I'm talking to you, Jen.
And you're talking to everybody listening. So everybody give Levi your full attention and good vibes.
Oh my goodness.
Healing vibes. Heal the childhood.
I can now do what I want with my summer, which is work, usually.
I know.
Got him.
And bemoan the heat.
Yes.
I hated it so hot, and I hated I gotta have a job.
We were not allowed consoles growing up anyway, so I could not play Final Fantasy VII if I wanted to. I played that in college, myself.
Yeah. You had some catching up to do, and you did.
I did.
You caught up, yeah.
Thank you.
And, you made the best of what you had as a kid. You had like a Mac, you had a compy, and you downloaded all sorts of fucking like shareware and freeware and
great
dumbware.
That's a great Levi lore callback, Jen. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am heartwarmed that you recall that dumb story.
It's not dumb.
Well, it's me,
fascinating.
It's me being starved for entertainment, and whenever I could get computer time, wanting to
yeah,
it becomes a
desperation breeds all sorts of imaginative
it becomes
solutions.
A scarce good, so like the value of it becomes warped. It's not like I can't play it till I'm bored and then like do something else in my life. It becomes, if you restrict it, it's like,
this is all I want to do.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep, totally. Because you have to fight for your independence. It's your way of rebelling.
This got dark for a moment, but... So, speaking of fighting for our independence, we're fighting for our independence from this tyrannical rule of the god King Thordan.
Correct.
We begin by fighting Thordan for a short time. We dodge some AoEs. He has some nasty cleaving attacks, as Jen learned.
Yeah.
Don't stand by the tank.
Yeah.
Then the knights get their moment. This is kind of like a tag team fight in some respects.
Tag team, back again.
At first, Sir John Leno and Aetherochemical hop in, and we get a quote of the Vault first boss fight. They charge around the room, leaving those detonating light orbs behind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sir Velguin jumps in next to give us some basic AoEs. Bad show, Sir Velguin. Do better.
Do better.
Sir Hermanost gives us some towers to soak. Little baby-sized towers.
Yeah, they were little baby-sized.
They're very cute.
Little bite-sized towers.
Little sliders. Slider towers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Little nuggets.
And we are still DPSing Thordan while we resolve these first mechanics. But once he gets low on health, we get a phase change and Thordan steps out, leaving us to fight some more knights. Sir Cherubert and Hermanost give us some AoEs and towers, and Sir Zephyrin then gives us a DPS check. The more damage we deal to him, the less his Sacred Cross deals back to us. Sir Velguin gives us another basic dodgeable AoE. Once more, step it up, Velguin.
Yikes.
Sir Jean Leno and Aetherochemical are back, and we have to fight them directly. Maybe a job for an off-tank, but who really cares on the normal difficulty? Then, Sir Ignace gives us a proximity AoE. Sir Polycrane and Homeric now team up. Polycrane gives us some spread markers that leave ice puddles on the ground, and Homeric will target a player with a fat line AoE. Just don't park that line on top of another party member and you're good to go. Sir Greneau drops some AoEs that expand over time. You have to discern where their kind of maximum radius is and find a safe space that does not get clipped by that.
Yeah.
Then Sir Nudenot has another DPS check. I'm butchering half of these, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, these names, they basically pulled letters out of a hat and assembled them.
Yep. Anyways, Sir Nudina, or maybe Nudine, I don't know, has another DPS check. This one is just like the final boss in Circus Tower with the orbs on the ground.
Yeah, you gotta hit, can't remember the term. Shoot, damage them down. What's the fucking term?
That is just you kill the orbs before
I don't know.
rocks.
There's something like a blink them down, and I don't remember what that
burn them down.
Burn them down.
Sure,
you just gotta burn them. Anyway,
you must defeat these like orbs before
around the perimeter.
There are falling rocks that come from above them. If the rock impacts the orb before you kill it, then it explodes.
Just like Xande.
Yes.
Xande, yes. Xander? No.
Finally, Sir Gueric does a radiating AoE. One of the mechanics you have to dodge through as the radiating circles resolve. And now, having fought the Knights 12, we get to the most cinematic part of the fight. The stage transforms. We are now in space, seeing the star Hydaelyn in the distance. Thordan confronts us as the Knights of the Round surround us on all sides. Thordan unleashes raid-wide hits that knock us back. We have to press our way forward through these repeat impacts.
Mm-hmm.
Then, Thordan and his knights combine their powers to unleash Ultimate End, a hefty raid-wide. Then, on normal difficulty, we just fight a tank and spank Thordan until we run his health bar down. The end.
Wah wah. Thordan goes down. We beat all the dudes. And Thordan, he reverts back to his archbishop form. So you have this old man lying prone on the ground. And he glances up at Hydaelyn's chosen. And the room becomes dark. Our form cast in deep, ominous shadow. And his eyes betray the terror within.
How can this be? A millennium of prayer and the eye's power combined, and still you stand. Who? What are you?
And then he dies.
His vision of us is terrifying.
I took a screenshot. I'm like, I look horrifying.
Yeah.
And I'm a Lalafell. That's saying something.
It is a super high contrast. Shadows turn way the fuck up. We are kind of like in blackness.
Our face is black. We look... It's almost like at that moment, the player wonders maybe...
Are we the bad guy?
Are we the baddie? Yeah.
But we will never ask that again.
Are we the monster? Yeah. And I thought that was really interesting. And no, we're very good. We're good through and through.
Yes.
We're just lovely, like a little biscuit.
Yep. Little biscuit. Biscuit of light.
Little biscuit of light. That's Lalafells forever and forever and forever.
Yeah.
Little biscuits. Okay. Then Estinian arrives. And he expresses some regret that he couldn't be the one to destroy Thordan, but he was happy to step aside for us. We hand the eye back to him, and he walks over to Thordan's sword, and he plucks the other eye from it. And the eyes reunited at last. Estinian vows to send them somewhere beyond the grasp of man and dragon both, and he will consider his work done. Estinian done goofed. The eyes, now together, channel Nidhogg from beyond, and he rages at Estinian. His eyes have witnessed 1,000 years of pain, a pain he now gives to Estinian. Drink deep of my rage, mortal, and become me. Estinian's struggle against Nidhogg ends as the dragon's rancor consumes him and he transforms. Nidhogg is reborn. Midgardsormr appears and watches his child, consumed by wrath, fly into the distance. But there's little time to reflect. We must leave. And he's still horse Midgardsormr, so we hop on his back and
That's
fly
so
up.
rude.
He's Midgardsormr.
Teen Dragon Midgardsormr, Jen. Jeez.
He's, mount-sized Midgardsormr.
Gross.
Yeah, so we blast out of there, and the rest of the crew, they're escaping on board the Excelsior, and Wedge spies us escaping the facility, and there's much rejoicing. Though after a while, Y'shtola kind of glances around and asks, "Where is Estinian?"
Cut. We arrive back in Ishgard, with us atop Dragonback flying alongside the Enterprise Excelsior. This poorly planned move has us almost being shot down by the Ishgardians as
Did not think that through.
They rally to defend the city, drawing their bows against us until Emmerich sees us and goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa."
Yeah, no.
Easy
I
now.
mean, it is a reflex. You know, this is ingrained
This is
behavior.
our bad. This is not their fault.
We just 100%. Yeah, we just fly in on Midgardsormr, and everybody there is like, "What the fuck?" It's still Dragon's still bad, right?
Yep.
But also 1,000 years of culture. It's pretty ingrained at this point.
Speaking of 1,000 years, I dare say, says Emmerich, you are the first soul in Ishgardian history to arrive in our city upon Dragonback. This scene shall be remembered for 1,000 years to come.
Yeah, I expect this shit to be in a tapestry in about 2 years. I'll give you 2 years to make that
Give me
tapestry.
2 days.
That's rude. No, well, I guess
We could do it.
we could do it.
We could do it in 5 minutes.
Yep. Just get me a market board and
That's it.
that's it. Yeah. So Y'shtola and Alfino, they share the news of Thornton's primaling and subsequent defeat. But Midgardsormr warns that our battle is not yet over. And being addressed by the dragon stuns Emmerich for a moment before he stammers. Maybe include his line here because it's pretty well delivered.
I'll drop it in there now.
Yeah, like whom do I have the pleasure? So Emmerich finds himself addressing a dragon directly, which is again historic. It'll be on the next tapestry in some grand hall somewhere. And then we'll insert Midgardsormr's speech here because like the voice acting is so good.
I know. I can't insert everything, Jen.
Can you not?
Just play the whole fucking cutscene. We'll see
I mean,
you
kind
in...
of, yeah. Just this little nugget at the end.
We'll see you in half an hour. Enjoy this soundscape of Final Fantasy XIV.
Your struggles are not yet over, mortals.
Whom do I have the pleasure?
I am Midgardsormr. I have journeyed with Hydaelyn's champion and observed his deeds in the conflict between man and dragon. Tell me, children of Thornton, do you desire peace?
My people have committed unspeakable atrocities against dragonkind, even against our own. Would that we could undo these wrongs, but we cannot. Be that as it may, the future yet presents a chance to begin anew. Our nation has broken free of the shackles of a false faith, and Nidhogg shall lead his kindred against us no more. I doubt not that it will require much effort and perseverance, but 'tis my belief that in time, Ishgard will again become a place where man and dragon may abide together in harmony.
I shall remember thy words. Yet be warned, Nidhogg's soul liveth on. His unbridled rage hath claimed for its vessel the one thou callest the Azure Dragoon.
Estinian.
Doubt not but that Nidhogg will call out to his brood ere long, nor that they shall answer him. Steel yourselves, for the true test is yet to come.
that's when Sir Emmerich kneels before Midgardsormr. He takes a knee, and everybody else around him, including the men of House Fortemps, Lucia, and the knights, the Temple Knights, they all kneel in kind. they all kneel in kind. And then Emmerich speaks his, we know that we've committed atrocities against your kind this whole time, and there's nothing that we can do to take that back. But going forward, this is all going to change, and what we want is an everlasting peace between our kinds. And Midgardsormr looks at him and he goes, I will remember your words. Don't fucking disappoint me. And yeah, so Midgardsormr informs the group that Nidhogg's soul lives on, and he has taken Estinian as his vessel. And our true test is yet to come, because Nidhogg is going to come back, he's going to call to his brood, and this is our true test. But Emmerich triples down on his commitment to foster peace between their kinds, and it won't happen in a day, says Midgardsormr. It may take generations. The work you begin now must be continued by your children.
1,000-year war cannot be ended in a day. It may take generations. What thou dost begin, thy children must continue. Entrust unto them thy hopes and dreams, that peace may reign again, and forevermore.
And we begin the credits.
Credits! Burp, 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 burp.
And there are so many postscripts.
The scene turns now to the leaders of the Eorzean city-states in a ceremony to induct Ishgard into the Alliance. And we have Raubahn, we have Connie Senna, we have Merlvib and Sir Emmerich. They all get together, they all take their weapon of choice, and they they make a circle of their weapons, and Merlvib exhibiting very poor trigger discipline, and they do like a 1, 2, 3 go team, and we have a new alliance now. Huzzah! So that's the first postscript.
For the future of Eorzea.
For the future of Eorzea!
And then, now we're standing beside Orshafant's grave on the cliff overlooking Ishgard. Alfino and Tataru walk up, and Tataru is holding a small bouquet of flowers. A noble tribute to a noble soul, Alfino says. And we have brought Orshafant's broken shield, and we lean it against his gravestone. And Tataru kneels down to lay her flowers down on his grave. From here, Lord Orshafant can watch over all of Ishgard. And it's a very sweet moment, and Alfino mentions, throughout the course of this whole thing, we've lost so much, but we have so much to gain going forward.
It has been a long and arduous journey, and we have lost much and more along the way. Yet come what may, we must stay true to our purpose and press on.
That's right, you two. It's high time we got back to rebuilding the Scions. Which means we're going to need money! And lots of it!
And then we cut to Edmont's voiceover for, the people of Ishgard have a lot of work to do and blah, blah, blah. And we're going to look over Heavensward, and I figured we'd put that in there because we all love Stephen Critchlow's voice.
However, tumultuous days yet lie ahead for Ishgard. After 1,000 years under the yoke of the Church, the people take their first tentative steps into the unknown. And though they spy a glimmer of peace upon the horizon, Nidhogg's vengeful shadow yet remains to darken the way. Be that as it may, so long as the young commander of the Temple Knights and his heroic companions are there to guide them, the people may hold fast to hope. The hope that one day true peace will return to Ishgard, and that man and dragon may live in harmony once more. Let the deeds writ herein never be forgot, that they may inspire generations yet unborn to strive ever heavensward.
Then we cut to a desolate gray landscape with a black sky above, filled with stars. The lighting here is high contrast, no diffusion whatsoever.
Very severe.
Every shadow is pitch black.
The landscape is bleached.
Our enigmatic Ascian Elidibus appears with his stupid pointy nose mask.
I know, and it's because the lighting is so severe out here. It looks like just like this red beak sticking out of his hood.
So, Lahabrea and Igiorm have fallen, bested by mortals in their attempt to initiate the 8th rejoining, that they should be so complacent. And now it falls to me to deal with the consequences. Without intervention, the balance between light and darkness will begin to shift, placing our mission in jeopardy. Hydaelyn's champion has grown too strong. His might encroaches upon the realm of gods. Equilibrium must needs be restored. The time must come for you and yours to join the fray, warrior of darkness. And we see this warrior of darkness. We see them from the neck down in one shot, and we see them from behind in another. And they are clad in literal warrior gear.
Yes.
But perhaps there's something oddly familiar about them.
Indeed.
The final shot zooms out, showing the sky above this desolate landscape, which is dominated by the blue Earth-like planet Hydaelyn. This is not some Ascian void. This is the moon.
The moon. Where they hold all of their important business meetings.
Just this one, Jen. They're normally in the void of darkness.
In some weird, yeah, exactly.
It was actually the place between worlds. We got the whole infomercial about it way back in ARR.
Way back.
Next, we join Cid and Y'shtola in the Dravanian hinterlands. They're hanging out with the Gobbies there, maybe doing some rebuilding work for Idleshire. I don't know.
Yeah, so maybe Cid is getting some bar. Cid is complaining. He's like, "Is there no rest for the righteous?"
There is not.
Yeah, I bet the Gobbies were like, "Hey, can you help us out with some errands?"
Yeah. Do you want to go back and forth and back and forth? And forward and back and forward and back?
Nice.
Thank you.
The look on your face was like desperate, like, Jen, please get this.
Yes,
please guess
it was.
Please guess what I'm doing here.
Yes.
I got you.
Thank you, Jen. Suddenly, there's a commotion from the lake where we beheld that giant energy dome. The lake's surface is a tremble. Something stirs beneath it. We see shots of giant chucking pistons and whirring gears as a great automaton surges to life and bursts through the lake's surface. It's a mobile fortress. Clearly Alexander for longtime series fans. After a great deal of activity, it reaches out a giant mechanical limb, which reaches through the energy bubble and crashes down upon the lake's shore. Then it falls still. As all of this is happening, Cid curses at the Gobbies, presumably.
Mm-hmm.
Of all the things they could have picked to play with, that's not a toy, you bloody fools, it's a primal!
Fuck. Why is Cid always involved in the raid series?
Because he's a bro.
Like, Cid is always like front and center on these fucking raids, man. God bless him.
God bless him.
God's bless him, rather.
Yes. 12 bless him.
There. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. That's it. Done deal. Fade to black.
Incorrect, Jen. Because we have a scene with Tataru.
Which, just pick. Whatever. They're both correct.
Incorrect.
We've decided. It's Tataru.
I correct myself.
Yeah, no, like I said, I honestly don't. I feel like the voice actors say both.
Maybe. I don't know.
I swear.
We're trying. It's hard. It's hard
I
to
know.
get these,
I'm going by
mental-
Alfino's pronunciation, which is Tataru.
There we go. Fucking Allegan shit is the worst, though.
Allegan.
Get out of here.
Ayo.
Anyway, Jen, we have a final scene, though, with Tataru.
Is this back in Fortaunt Manor?
Yes. We're now setting our direction to go forward.
Right.
She says, if the Eorzean Alliance can be restored to its former glory, so can the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Let's find our lost friends and begin anew.
Fuck yeah.
And then we just kind of recap, we got Ishgard back in the Eorzean Alliance.
This is where we were. This is
Good
where we
job,
are.
everyone.
This is where we're going.
Change is a-coming. The times they are a-changing. And then, we just get some Alphino, hey guys, don't forget what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, even as we look forward towards the coming of a new age, we must needs be wary of old threats. The lords of Garlemald have not relinquished their claim upon Eorzea, and we shall be forced to contend with them ere long. And then there's the matter of our comrade Estinian, claimed body and soul by Nidhogg.
Ugh.
Don't forget all this future content, Jen.
Yeah, we still have all these loose ends to tie up.
Suffice to say, the path ahead holds no shortage of challenges, so stay tuned for 3 months of nothing till the next patch. But together we shall overcome them.
And work on your crafters.
Yeah. And that's the end. For real this time. We done it.
Okay, actual fade to black.
Children of the land, do you hear echoes of truths that once rang clear? Two souls intertwined, one true love they did find, bringing land and heavens near. But flames that burned full bright soon fell dark. Memories dimmed by shadowed hearts. In the waxing gloom did wane the lover's moon, watching as their worlds drift apart.
That's a Heavensward.
That's a Heavensward. Except this feels very unfinal, beyond Alphino hammering the fucking point in at the end. We fought Thordan, yes. Honestly, it doesn't even feel like the end to a story because the adversary at the start was Nidhogg, and we have ended the second act, if anything,
Yes.
of the story.
Yes.
And we still have to go against Nidhogg, so it does not feel like a finale, even though it's like, credits, here you go. Everything's closing out and starting anew, but JK, because this fucking thing just happened where we have to go and deal with a reborn Nidhogg who's got both his eyes now. We have no Azure Dragoon because we lost the eye.
Which is his eye. But we regained Heidelin's blessing.
Which is only good for Asians. I think. Who the fuck knows?
Well, we're fucked,
Yeah, exactly. That's my point, though, is things are worse than ever. Nidhogg is back with both his eyes. He's more pissed than ever before. We're down to one title-only Azure Dragoon, no eye.
Rip.
And now we fucked, I guess. So, there's that whole shit. It feels, this is the end of the, quote, Heavensward story, but it doesn't feel like the story's actually over because we've not closed the loop.
Good. Yes, because, there's never any true end, but I feel like the end of Act 2 is how most expansions feel at the end of the main
Yes,
patch.
that's what I'm saying.
Because we still have, obviously there's Nidhogg, but the capstone of this segment is that Thordan is done, and there is this insane paradigm shift within Ishgard as far as the fall of the church and how they're going to rebuild from there. So that's all fair. And yes, we're going to have a lot of loose ends. As
and
always.
we do.
Yes. And so not just, so Ishgard's got their own shit, but just the realm at large always has the looming threat from the Empire. So
yes,
there you go.
True and true. Concerning if true. Also, Jin, I'm not super clear on how Cid knows that Alexander is a primal. Because if I saw a giant fucking robot coming out of a lake, I'd be like, oh shit, a giant robot.
There he is.
Not like that robot's also a primal.
Well, is this something to do with like 1.0 maybe?
I don't think so.
Like, was Cid privy to this? Like, there's some background information that Cid is aware of. That's why he knows or something.
We never go to Ishgard period in 1.0, so I'm not going to say no because I don't know definitively, but I would bet heavily against that.
Yeah, I mean, Cid right off the bat was like, don't touch that. It's primal.
Yeah, that's the thing is like why does he assume this thing's a primal and not a robot?
He would not make that assumption. There's got to be something in like the history that he knows of.
Yes, and yes. And maybe, in his research into the history of like the hinterlands, because this thing
and
came
also
about
like
for,
the Charlian colony and stuff. It's like right there.
Yeah. I mean, it's all fucked up. They took all the good books and they locked up all the other books in the
super good books.
In the trap library. This thing is like a historical phenomenon, and we will learn more about it during the Alexander series. But yeah, it was surprising to me that Cid goes right to it's a primal versus
don't touch that.
It's a giant fucking
dangerous.
Robot. Yes.
Yeah, it's real big, and there's like a force field around it. That probably means no touchy.
If anyone, I'd expect Y'shtola to know that more than Cid because she, she's educated in like history and shit. Cid is educated in engineering.
Porque no los dos.
He apparently is Los Dos.
Exactly. But we don't know why or how.
Correct.
And that's interesting.
Yes, and yes. Well, anyway, we'll find out more about that in detail. We're just talking out the cuff here. I have not looked into this whatsoever. We're saving our Alexander fire for that series. Then we will go hard on Alexander at that time and place.
So please
look
forward to it.
But especially time. Now I'm getting a blank from Jin. That's okay. 1 for 2 for Alexander jokes. I'll take it.
All right. So when Joe Cat did that, like the Final Fantasy XIV Jeopardy series, there were some questions about Alexander, and I'm like, God damn it. That's just like, I don't really know a lot about it, and I feel like I'm out of the loop.
Okay. I have no further comment, Jin. Do you?
No.
Good.
Good.
Well, it's been so much fun to play through Heavensward again. I've really enjoyed going back and looking at it through fresh and also more like informed eyes. It's less being overwhelmed by everything that's happening and the world and more let's zoom in. And sometimes when you zoom in, things kind of fall apart, but that's how fiction be. And the real world too. So there we go. Anyway.
I'm glad to say that I've also moved on from my ARR ass glam.
Thanks, Jin. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's more.
Yeah.
Sorry about your ARR ass, Jin.
Well, that was like the opening cutscene for Heavensward, and I posted screenshots because it's you're walking across the bridge,
I was just
right?
making jokes about your phrasing and pacing of the words.
So that was Catherine Wolfstead. She was like, nice ARR ass glam.
Yep.
And I'm like, it's the best I can do in ARR.
All right. Well, after all that drama, we're going to take a break and go pick some flowers. So next time we'll be talking about Botanist. See you then.
And that will do it for today's episode. Thank you all so much for listening. And don't forget, Thornton eats ass-ians. If you want to get in touch with us, you can at podreturnffxiv@gmail.com. We are on the Blue Sky at the same tag. Check the show notes for our Discord info and a link to the official pod t-shirt. And last but not least, our Patreon, patreon.com/podreturnffxiv. We got a couple of tiers of content there. All of the seasonal events in 14 we throw there. Any tangential content we decide to talk about also goes there. And then we have our bonus series, Sightseeing Log. Last season, Levi played Final Fantasy XI, and this season I'm playing Final Fantasy VI. And we're having some fun with it. we're having a lot of fun with it. So check it out if you want. And with that, we hope you enjoyed the episode. Have a good day or night, and we will see you next time. Thank you for subscribing to Dragon Facts. Did you know that dragon language is very basic? It's true. Their true meaning is communicated telepathically. Wow, I wish my cat could communicate with me telepathically. You've been listening to Dragon Facts. Goodbye.